Stop walking. It's not working. I know that sounds crazy, but if you're over 60 and you've been walking every day hoping to build strength, I need to tell you something that might upset you. You're wasting your time. Now, before you click away thinking I'm against exercise, hear me out for just 60 seconds. Because what I'm about to show you is backed by science proven by research, and it's already changed the lives of thousands of seniors who felt exactly like you might be feeling right now. Weak, frustrated, like your body stopped listening. Here's what nobody tells you. After 60, your muscles have gone deaf to ordinary movement. Walking, gardening, even yoga, your body barely registers them anymore. But there are two specific movements that scream so loud your muscles have no choice but to wake up and rebuild. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what these two movements are, how to do them safely at home, and why they work when everything else has failed. But here's the catch. The second exercise I'm going to show you at the 6-minute mark might be the single most important movement you'll ever learn for staying independent. I'm talking about people in their 70s gaining 4 lb of muscle in 16 weeks, 80-year-olds cutting their fall risk in half. 65, why olds opening jars without help for the first time in years. So do me a favor right now. Hit that subscribe button, because if this works for you, and it will, you'll want the other strategies I'm releasing every single week. And drop a comment saying, I'm ready. I want to know who's serious about taking their strength back. All right, let's talk about why your daily walk is lying to you about your strength. Before I reveal the first exercise, let me tell you why this matters more than you think. Every year after 60, you're losing 3 to 8% of your muscle mass. That sounds small until you do the math. By 70, you could have lost nearly a third of your strength. By 80, half. That's the difference between living in your own home or moving to assisted care, between playing with grandchildren or watching from a chair, between traveling the world or being afraid to leave your house. But here's what the research shows. Your muscles can still grow at 70, 80, even 90 years old. Not might, can scientifically proven, multiple studies, the problem isn't your age, it's the signal you've been sending. Walking sends a whisper. What I'm about to show you sends a shout. If you're finding value in this, tap that like button now. It helps more seniors discover this life-changing information. All right, here's the first movement, and I promise you, it's simpler than you think, but more powerful than you'd ever imagine. This first movement targets something most people don't even realize they're losing. The ability to push, not just push objects. Push yourself up from bed. Push open heavy doors. Push through life without constantly asking for help. The first movement focuses on your upper body, the part of you that opens doors, lifts objects, and pushes yourself up. Here's what makes this powerful. It activates over 60% of your upper body muscles compared to walking, which only engages about 20 to 30%. Find a wall, stand at arm's length away. Place both palms flat against the wall at shoulder height. Keep your body in a straight line, engaging your core gently. Slowly bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the wall. Keep your elbows at about 45 degrees, not flaring out wide. Lower until you're a few inches from the wall, then press back to start. That's 1 repetition. Start with 8-10 reps. Rest 1 minute. Repeat 2 to 3 times. Do this 3 times per week. This movement triggers something called mechanuction, where mechanical stress signals your muscles to rebuild. It strengthens your chest, shoulders, arms, and core simultaneously, but there's more. It opens your posture. As we age, gravity pulls us forward, rounding our shoulders and compressing our lungs. This exercise pulls you back into alignment, helping you breathe deeper and stand taller. It also trains the neural pathways between your brain and muscles, improving coordination and reducing fall risk. If you have shoulder injuries or recent surgery, Check with your healthcare provider first and adjust the difficulty by stepping closer to the wall easier or further back harder. I remember working with someone named Margaret, 73, who started doing this 3 times weekly. Within weeks, she noticed her chronic back discomfort easing. 2 months in, she could carry her groceries without asking for help. She told me, "I feel like I have my upper body back. That's what we're after." Not perfection, just reclaiming what time has borrowed. Now, that first exercise rebuilds your upper body. But this next one, this is the exercise that determines whether you'll stay independent or not. I'm dead serious. If you could only do one exercise for the rest of your life, this would be it. Stay with me. Because in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to show you the movement that's kept 90-year-olds out of nursing homes. Here's a test that predicts how long you'll live independently. Seriously, researchers use this exact test. Sit in a chair now. Stand up without using your hands. Could you do it? Did you struggle? Did you need to push off with your arms? If you did, listen closely because this next movement isn't just exercise, it's insurance for your future. Now for the second movement, and this one might be the most important exercise you'll ever do. It's the sit to stand, and it determines something crucial, your independence. Think about how often you sit and stand each day. Getting off the toilet, rising from a chair, climbing into bed. These actions define whether you can live on your own terms or need assistance. Find a sturdy chair. Stand in front of it with feet shoulder width apart. Extend your arms forward for balance. Here's the key. Push your hips back first like you're reaching for the chair behind you. Keep your chest lifted, eyes forward. Lower slowly until you barely touch the seat. Don't collapse into it. Pause, then drive through your heels to stand back up. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Start with 8 to 10 in front. Start to 20 to 10 reps. Rest 90 seconds. Repeat 2 to 3 times, 4 times per week. This movement activates your body's largest muscle groups: quads, glutes, hamstrings, and calves. When you engage large muscles with resistance, your body releases natural growth hormones even after 60. Research tracking seniors over 16 weeks found that those practicing this movement gained nearly 4 pounds of lean muscle and reduced their fall risk by half. That's fewer injuries, fewer hospital visits, more freedom. Beyond strength, this exercise retrains the neuromuscular pattern you need for daily life. It restores the coordination between your brain and legs that many people begin to lose. If you need to sit fully between reps, that's fine. Progress comes in small steps. To increase difficulty, hover above the chair without touching it. To decrease, use a higher surface. If you have severe knee or hip issues or recent joint replacement, consult your doctor before starting. I once worked with someone who couldn't stand from a chair without pushing off with both hands. After 6 weeks of consistent practice, they stood up one morning using just their legs. The look on their face said everything. I'm still capable. Now, before we move on, I need to tell you about the biggest mistake people make with these exercises. It's not about doing them wrong. It's about not doing them consistently enough, and that's what the next section is all about. But first, if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. Next week's video reveals the one supplement mistake that's destroying your muscle gains after 60. You don't want to miss it. All right, you know the 2 exercises, but knowing isn't enough. Let me give you the truth about what actually works. If you're over 60, here's what I want you to understand. You don't need to train harder. You need to train smarter. Muscle loss isn't a verdict. It's a signal that your body needs attention, and 2 to 3 focused sessions per week can make a profound difference. But exercise is only part of the equation. Muscle is built during recovery, fueled by nutrition. Make sure you're eating adequate protein throughout the day, staying hydrated, getting quality sleep, giving your body time to recover between sessions. Don't compare yourself to who you were at 30 or to anyone else. At this stage, function beats appearance. If you can move with control, stand with confidence, and live with less pain, that's victory. Chase quality over intensity. Chase purpose over perfection, and be patient with yourself. Every repetition matters, every attempt counts. You're not just exercising, you're communicating with your body saying, I still value you, and your body always responds to that message. Before we wrap up, I want to make sure you take action today. Share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. A friend, a parent, a partner. Strength is contagious and you might just change someone's life. Let me tell you what this is really about. Real strength after 60 doesn't announce itself loudly. It shows up quietly. It shows up when you stand without wobbling, when you reach overhead without hesitation, when you rise from a chair and realize you didn't need to brace yourself. That's strength and that's dignity. You didn't come here looking for entertainment. You came because something inside you refuses to give up on the life you deserve. A life where you move freely, breathe deeply, and trust your body again. These two exercises are more than movements. They're declarations that you are not fragile, that age may change your pace, but not your potential. That strength belongs to the committed, and you are committed. So let's stop waiting for the perfect moment. Let's stop saying someday and start saying today. Today is when you press. Today is when you rise. Today is when you begin again. Here's your challenge. Before this episode ends, stand up right now. Do one wall press against the nearest wall. Just one. Feel your body respond. That's the first step. Then commit to trying both exercises this week. Mark it on your calendar. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 days. That's all I'm asking. And here's what I want you to do next. First, leave a comment below. Tell me, I'm starting today. Or share your biggest struggle with strength. I read every single comment and I respond. You're not alone in this journey. Second, if this message touched your heart, hit that like button. It tells me you want more content like this, and it helps YouTube show this to others who desperately need it. Third, subscribe and turn on notifications because next week I'm revealing the number one mistake people over 60 make with protein, and it's sabotaging their strength without them knowing it. You won't want to miss that. And finally, share this video, text it to someone, post it on your Facebook, email it to a friend, because somewhere out there, someone you know is struggling in silence, believing they're too old or too weak to change. But you and I both know that's not true. Strength isn't about age, it's about choice. And you've already made yours by being here, so stand tall, press forward, rise up. Your body is waiting for you to remember just how powerful you still are. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep moving, keep believing, and keep showing the world what's possible after 60. This is your time. Don't waste another